have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? A fire emergency has been reported in the building. Please leave the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators.
The walls are all bare behind me and in front of me. I took down all my posters yesterday and my whatever else I had, and I kept playing the the Titanic quartet where they meet up again at the end. However it goes. And I should have just turned on regular music, but I didn't. And then it got really morbid. So then I went to the Musical Theater Senior Cabaret, which ended up just more sadness happened. No, I mean, like, not really. Like, I came home and I, like, you know, had cereal and went to bed. But it was like, oh, wow, I have another year here, and I'm gonna live it up. But it was just thinking about the whole year gone by. I'm gonna move. It's so dark in here. For some reason last year, I tried to keep it private what school I went to. I go to Temple. I'm a theater major. I'm in the acting concentration. My name is Steve Falla. I'm done with the secrets. No more secrets. I'll take off my clothes. No, I won't. My first apartment. I mean, it was big. Oh my God, the lights. Ah. So, what happened this year? Pippin downtown, Schoolhouse Rock in New Jersey, and that was great, and I met cool people. Most of them were talking about EMC points and their professional things. I was like, still in college. I hosted a barbecue for the first time, like by myself. I had no idea what I was doing. That's a total lie. Yes, I did. I made decorations and I made the food. I don't know, something happens, and then I was out getting food, and suddenly there were like 50 people at my house having this barbecue with sparklers. In September, I rushed a fraternity? Hold on. It wasn't, no, it was not a traditional frat. It is Alpha Psi Omega, which is the National Honorary Theater, it is the National Honorary Theater Fraternity, which is actually the biggest Greek organization in the country. And so I rushed, got in. I was production manager for a project that we sponsored. It was this thing called Forever Midnight. It was about drugs and life choices and being a god, and it was all these myths. I think the full title is Forever Midnight, A Myth in 4 Movements, which I didn't find out until I went to see the show, and I said, 4 movements. Nose, 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 nose. Oh! I did Young Playwrights this year. I did 2 of the shows here at Temple. I also did their Saturday series, which really just involved reading plays from elementary school and middle school kids on weekends over at Art Alliance downtown, and then, you know, we would hang out in Rittenhouse Square afterwards and pretend to be rich. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I learned to make a damn good apple pie. That and a bunch of other vegan recipes. I made vegan cake, I made biscuits, I made cookies. This Thanksgiving, I hosted a fake Thanksgiving. No, I did not make a turkey. What kind of time do you think I have? We did buy one from Fresh Grocer, one of those pre-made chicken things, and it was good. It was really good, actually, and it saved us from having to buy a huge bird and cooking it for 4 hours. There are trucks and all sorts of things backing up. That's because for some reason my building is like the loading station for like everything at Temple. Like the mail is here, the night buses, Harry Potter, what? The buses are here, there's all sorts of things. So there's always trucks, and for some reason my window's always open. So we're always hearing the trucks, or one of 2 or 3 ice cream trucks that come by. One plays the Do Your Ears Hang Low song, and then the other plays Christmas songs, and sometimes there's another one. I hosted a Christmas cocktail party, and it was the first time I'd done anything like that, which, like, Christmas, oh, it was a wonderland. And I was all about decorating for Christmas. I still have my pole decorated for Christmas. This has been sitting here since my Christmas party. I was a part of Upper Darby Summer Stage, and one of our US collective summer stage, one of our friends was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer last year. So we thought, what can we do to help? So this summer there was a cabaret, and we raised all this money, and he performed in it, and it was great. And then we were like, we should do something else to raise money. In August, Allie was like getting everything together. She made up a proposal to use the space. We were going to do it at the Upper Darby Performing Arts Center, which is where Summer Stage happens, Tina Fey. And we got the cast together. We worked on the show, and then within the first week of the new year, we put up this show and raised $5,000, which, like, we did not expect that at all. Doing this show with these people for this cause, it was, like, amazing. Nothing can compare to it. We're talking about maybe doing another thing this summer if everyone's around, if not next year. And so from it, we developed this group. We're called Italian Cat Dragon International. I was involved in my first main stage. I wasn't on stage, but I was off stage singing. It was a chorus line. I am now certified in single sword combat. Once I get a new place, there will be walls of artwork. I took speech this year. I bought a baseball shirt 2 days ago, finally. After 6 years, I finally got one. And I finally got Pumas. Whoa, that side totally moved the camera. The president of Alpha Psi, when she sent out one of the final emails before our final meeting the other day, she just ended it with a quote, which I don't like follow celebrities or people, but it's a quote from Stephen Colbert, and I like it, so I'm gonna read it. Also, his name is Stephen, spelled with a PH, so remember, you cannot be both young and wise. Young people who pretend to be wise to the ways of the world are mostly just cynics. Cynicism masquerades as wisdom, but it is the furthest thing from it. Because cynics don't learn anything. Because cynicism is a self-imposed blindness, a rejection of the world because we are afraid it will hurt or disappoint us. Cynics always say no. But saying yes begins things. Saying yes is how things grow. Saying yes leads us to knowledge. Yes is for young people. So for as long as you have the strength to say yes, so as long as you have the strength to say yes. It's the kitchen segment. Asha Tyson said this: "Your journey has molded you for your greater good, and it was exactly what it needed to be. Don't think that you've lost time. It took each and every situation you have encountered to bring you to the now. And now is right on time. When there's something you really want, fight for it." My friend Peter posted this one. It's a Ben Folds quote. "Be schooled in form and technique as much as you can swallow, and abandon it when you feel it's nearly killed you." This is actually a quote that my friend wrote in, I don't know if I showed this before, in my guest book. We had it was a blank sketchbook on our coffee table that was our guest book for this year, or coffee table book, which was a guest book. People could, write whatever they want in it, and towards the end, people started to write, and just like end of the year things, and here it is. My one friend was like, in it, like making like toasts to, you know, all the cool things and great things that happened this year. And after that, she wrote another toast. Here's to a year, maybe not great, but one full of professional progress. We've all had experiences on stage, rehearsing and working. We are all a little bit better off for it. Here's to getting more beautiful. I'm the beholder. I think adulthood looks beautiful. Here we come, world. I think that did hold true. A lot of people say, you know, junior year is like tough. It's like, mwah. And it was a weird, long year, but I think next year will be better. And I'll be 21, so there's that. I sat myself down and I said, you only like straight guys.